Hello learners, I hope you all understood the section number 1 of lesson number 3, One Foggy Morning. Now in this episode we will learn second part of the story. So let's start reading section number 2. A magician. Oh no, anyone can do it. Where I come from, the man said. He held out his hand again, closed the palm and opened it. There was a toy car in it. He handed it to Rishi. So when Rishi asked the man, "Are you a magician?" his reply was, "Oh no, according to the man, anyone can do these tricks or magic where he has come from." Means this is very common for the people from where the man has come from. Saying this, the man again showed trick to the Rishi. He held out his hand again, closed the palm and opened it. This time he produced a toy car that he handed to Rishi. Rishi also asked him excitedly, "Can I keep this?" "Of course," the man said. "Is that why your overcoat is so filled out?" Rishi asked, "Do you hide lots of things there?" "Hide?" The man looked puzzled. "Oh, I see. You think I am producing these things from my coat pockets. You are wrong, but let it be." Rishi stood playing with the car. Suddenly it slipped from his hands and fell at his feet. So the man agreed to give that toy car to Rishi. So he handed over that to Rishi. After that, a question raised in Rishi's mind. He asked that man, "Is that why your overcoat is so filled out? Do you hide lot of things inside it?" As the man's overcoat looks full or thick, that's why Rishi thought that man hides things inside his overcoat. Hearing this, man was puzzled. That boy is thinking that I am hiding everything under my coat. He said, "Rishi, you are wrong, but let it be" means never mind or it's okay. Now Rishi started playing with that toy car and then suddenly car slipped from his hands and fell at his feet. "Wait," the man said as Rishi bent to pick it up. The man's right arm and the sleeve of the coat lengthened longer and longer. It grew until the fingers reached the ground. The hand closed on the car and retreated upwards. As the car slipped and fell down, Rishi bent to pick it up, but the man asked him to wait, and he himself picked it up in extraordinary way. His right arm and sleeve of the coat lengthened longer and longer. It grew until the fingers reached the ground. Then he picked up car and retreated upwards. Retreated means moved back to where it came from. There he said, how did you do that?" Rishi asked. "I have never seen a trick like that before." "You still think I am playing tricks? Give me the car for a moment. Will you?" he asked. Rishi handed it over. The man's arm extended again, right up to the middle of the road. He put the car down. "Now, watch," the man said. As Rishi never saw such a trick before, so he asked the man, "How did you do that?" Again the man wanted Rishi to understand that he is not playing any trick or magic. So he took toy car from Rishi and extended the car right up to the middle of the road. Then he put the car down and asked Rishi to watch the car. This time the car began to move forward. It made the sound of an engine. As Rishi watched, the silver grey toy made the sound of an engine starting up. Slowly it began to move forward. The car screeched as it went around a pebble. When it had traveled a few feet, it made a sharp about turn on two wheels and sped back towards Rishi. As Rishi never saw such a trick before, so he asked the man, "How did you do that?" Again, the man wanted Rishi to understand that he is not playing any trick or magic. So he took toy car from Rishi and extended the car right up to middle of the road. Then he put the car down and asked Rishi to watch the car. This time the car began to move forward. It made the sound of an engine starting up. It traveled few feet, then made sharp about turn on two wheels and came back towards the Rishi. "You are a very good ventriloquist," Rishi said admiringly as he picked up the car and put into his bag. Those car noises really sounded like they were coming from the car. I'm not a ventriloquist. I'm not a ventriloquist, the man said and threw up his arms. Rishi felt sorry for him. After all, the poor man was trying to entertain him and for free. After watching cars' movement and sounds, Rishi said the man, "You are very good ventriloquist," and picked up and kept in his bag. Ventriloquist means a performer who can speak in a way that makes it seem as if the voice is coming from somewhere else. The man replied by throwing his arm. He said, "I am not a ventriloquist." Rishi also felt sorry for the man because, after all, he was trying to entertain him for free. "Are all boys like you?" the man said at last. "Meaning smart?" Rishi said. "Oh no, I'm not good at studies, but I read lots of books." The man was quiet. He seemed upset. Just then the bus arrived. It turned into the lane and stopped in front of them. This time the man got upset and irritated. He asked Rishi, Are all boys like you?" This was his last sentence to Rishi. Rishi didn't understand the view of man. He said, "Meaning smart? Oh no, I'm not good at studies, but I read lots of books." Because the man was upset, so he was quiet. Just then bus arrived and stopped in front of them. "Bye," Rishi said without looking back and began to climb up the steps. Halfway up, he turned. "You didn't tell me your name," he shouted above the noise of the bus and the kids. But there was no one in the lane. It was as empty as it had been at 6:25 a.m. When he had stepped out of his house. He opened his bag and put a hand inside. The car was still there. So, as soon as the bus arrived, Rishi stepped into the bus. He said bye without looking back. He turned halfway up and said, "You didn't tell me your name." but there was no one in the lane. It was empty, exactly like it had been at 6:25 a.m. when he had stepped out of his house. After that, he checked his back's pocket where he kept his toy car. The car was still there. So children, here your lesson completes. I hope you liked it, and many of you have lot of questions on your mind related to this mysterious man. Anyways, later we will discuss about this in our class. Till then, bye bye.